The best way to deal when it comes to managing a survival state and being triggered or reacting or having like a traumatic response obviously is like to be in a safe environment, to acknowledge what is going on, but also to be present and to be aware and to allow that first wave of being triggered or traumatic response to not dictate, to create the whole state of your reality, the whole state of your being, and rather to acknowledge it, but not allow the wave of sadness, anger, fear, anxiety, frustration, rage, depression and sadness, shame, judgment, whatever it may be. It might be something really small that adds up because you don't acknowledge it, or it could be something like a tower moment happening that is can be extreme. The important thing is to acknowledge it and to be present with it and allow yourself to choose what you actually prefer and to understand why you're having that reaction ultimately. And to do the negative belief work as well as the emotional acknowledgement, and not your emotions come up because the way how you're getting triggered and reacting to something is not your authentic truth. It's coming up to be like a red flag, like, hey, this isn't the way how we're painting this picture isn't the truth. The way how I'm reacting or being triggered is calling me to go inwards and to acknowledge this wound, this trigger trauma. Because ultimately, whatever's happening in your reality is happening for you. It's an opportunity rather than an obstacle or happening to you in a negative way. You're not being punished. There's nothing bad happening to you unless you paint that picture. You put on those glasses, that perspective. You tell that story, that narrative. So just simply asking what you prefer to create. What do you prefer to experience? And sometimes things will, there's just layers to it, and it's not always as easy as I'm breaking it down to be, but being calm, being aware, and allowing more to blossom than just your immediate reaction, the routine reaction, the comforting, egotistical wound, to be recognized without getting lost in that wave, in that weight, that uncomfortability, and instead acknowledging it and even embracing it, and not, I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We all have those moments, and that's okay. That's another thing, is like, it's okay that accountability. It's okay that I had this tower moment, this not authentic reaction, and it's ultimately serving me because I don't prefer that. That's not who I am authentically. So allowing that accountability to then, okay, so what do I prefer? What type of person do I prefer to be? And it's just practice. And then you become more aware. You're not unconsciously, subconsciously going about business. Rather, you're checking yourself and choosing to be who you prefer to be rather than how you've been denying your authenticity. And that's kind of how you deal with being triggered, having a reaction, having a tower moment, or even an internal ego death or negative reactions when it comes to those things. Things aren't always supposed to go how you expect them to go. And actually, when they go in the most unexpected ways, it's a sign of change, and you becoming and stepping into and experiencing more of yourself rather than the routine, egotistical expectations. And that's the beauty of life. That's what you came here to experience. Sometimes it is nice, though, when it's easy. But it also doesn't have to be hard either. It can be a blissful mountain to climb with the beautiful scenery, or it can fucking suck ass. and and there's beauty in both. And sometimes there's a need for both to grow and to learn. So yeah.